all right. It is time. Look at this beautiful snowy Cleveland. We got the blizzard for the AFC Wildcard game. Excited to bring this one to you. Phil Nagy and Kit Nagy joining you. Look at number 4 there. He has been so good. Only lost one game since we brought him over in week 8. And the number 2, 13-3-1 Cleveland Browns are going to be hosting the very, very talented LA Chargers. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy on Sports joining you. Kit, how are we doing tonight?
Doing great, and man, look at that football weather. I love it. This favors the Browns. I mean, nothing against Austin Eckler, but I will take our backfield all day, every day against these Chargers, especially when the weather may dictate going to the ground early and often in this one. You know, passing attack may be blunted for the fact that it is going to be slippery, it is going to be cold, the type of AFC North weather that the Browns like to thrive in, especially with an offensive line and a backfield like that. Let's go.
Let's go indeed. Very excited about it. Yeah, and there was a little, the little off week, bye week, or, in the middle of the week things, and so everybody's going to have like lower speed, lower acceleration. It's definitely going to affect the game. Welcome in, Karen, and go Browns. One injury note for the Browns. Both of the defensive starters who left last week's Week 18 game with injuries will be playing, but Jedrick Wills out for 5 weeks, so I decided to swap Bitonio out to left tackle, and then Ethan Pacic is actually the backup center, is actually the next highest rated player, so he'll be playing left guard. We'll see how Bitonio does on the left tackle side, especially with Bosa and Khalil Mack. I felt like it was better to have him outside.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, he's easily. I mean, now Hubbard is technically on our roster and is a very good swing tackle. No doubt they'll take that away from him. But Bitonio is an awfully good tackle too. They've shown it.
In terms of Madden ratings, a better option.
Yep.
So here we go, Austin Eckler. He's got a first down run across the 30 to the 31. Appreciate everybody being with us. Again, Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy joining you. AFC playoff time. A couple of games already happened earlier today. You heard Kit call Tampa Bay beating the Bears, and then that wild overtime finish where an 18-point comeback from the Broncos, unfortunately falling short in overtime, so the Patriots do get the win. First 2 results from our 2022 Sim playoffs are in the books. I formation, turn around, give it again to Eckler, and Taven Bryan falls on his back and brings him to the turf for a 1-yard gain. Stefanski rocking the hoodie here. No coat, no parka for him, despite the snow and blizzard-like conditions here in First Energy Stadium. And Herbert hard count, and both of his guards went, and nobody else did.
Well, at least, although he's very, very fake, at least he's a true Clevelander, taking the elements like a man.
That's exactly right. 2nd and 14 now. Herbert back to pass, 4-man rush for the Browns. Herbert surveying the field.
Oh!
The right side. It's come on.
Oh man, I wanted that.
Greedy Williams.
That one, he was so gone. If he gets a handle on that ball. Now, to be fair, it is going to be slick out there and cold. It's hard to catch him when it's cold. Your hands are a little numb like that. But man, he was gone if he gets a handle on it.
He was. Here's a quick out route, left side. Everett, the tight end, and I think he's got the first down.
I think he did.
He did. Wow, 15 yards on a 3rd and 14. How about that play to Gerald Everett? And an unfortunate first down for the Chargers.
Yeah, the Browns had him pretty well sealed away. Had to go to the air and still managed to pick it up with a little short route, but really after the catch. Doing the
Herbert fires right side, knocked away. Denzel Ward, the $100 million man, swats that one to the turf. This Chargers team is loaded, folks. Of course, you know about Bosa and Mack. Here's pressure up the middle from Bryan, and he'll sack him. Taven Bryan with a big sack, and it sets up a 3rd and long. You can get it from 3rd and 14, but can you get it from 3rd and 22?
Yeah, that was huge. Massive pressure up the middle. Great job by Taven Bryan there on that one, just beating his man one-on-one and getting in the face of Herbert before he could unload it.
Screen left side. They complete it, but very, very quickly, Harrison and then Greedy Williams are there, and they'll actually even lose another yard or so. And the Browns are going to be able to force a punt. That Taven Bryan sack, a huge, huge play there for the Browns defense. As we were saying, of course, you know about Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack on the defensive side, but offense, of course, they've got Keenan Allen. They re-signed Mike Williams. They drafted Chris Olave. So their top 3 receivers are very good. And, of course, you saw already what free agent tight end Gerald Everett can do. Here's a look at Deshaun's regular season stats. 4,600 yards, 32 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. And, again, some of those happened before he got to our team because we did have him predicted to the Panthers.
True, but many are forecasting a season much like that for Deshaun. So we'll see.
Absolutely. Here's Kareem. Oh, sit down, he says, pushing guys for 6 yards. Great first touch of the day for the Browns and Kareem Hunt.
And that's what you want to see. This is where the game is going to be won or lost. It's going to be on the ground game, and I like our chances.
Up the middle, Nick Chubb fighting his way, set up, push Jack Conklin out of the way. We're going to give him credit for 2. Sets up a 3rd and very short here. Browns are going to have a little bunch formation, trip receivers to the left side. Watson back to pass. Drag over the middle. Cooper first down. Amari Cooper to the 45. Needed 2, got 6. First down, Browns. Kaiser White, very...
I was going to say that little drag route has been very effective from Cooper all season long, really.
It really has. Lots of guys blocking, no one. Now Watson steps up and fires it deep right side. Caught at the sideline. They'll say his heels were out of bounds.
Yeah, just couldn't control on the balls of his feet. His weight and momentum was back behind him, which meant he came down on his heels, unfortunately. Not able to get himself that reception. Very close, though.
No, not ideal. Here's another quick drag to Cooper. He sees him. He takes it. He's got a nice little gain of another 6 or 7 yards there. Sets up 3rd and short, staying on schedule.
That's right.
So far on this first drive.
Being on schedule is so important, especially to bring up these 3rd and 3s, convertible downs.
Hit as he throws, but he's got Chubb on the bailout for a first down. He picks up 9 when he needs 3. First down, Browns.
Yeah, emphasis. I mean, we track 3rd down conversions, obviously, and that's important. But really, so much emphasis is on 1st and 2nd down to make those 3rd downs doable. It's so important.
Indeed. Absolutely. Back to pass. Again on a play action. Watson. He's got lots of time. He'll float it to the right side to Kareem Hunt, who had left the backfield after the play action. Just a 3-yard gain, but again, extension of the run game there.
That's right.
Here's a stretch to the right side to Chubb. He cuts back to the middle. Stiff arms Tillery on his way to the turf. They'll say he got no gain, maybe a yard gain now. 3rd and 6, and they'll empty it out. They will empty it out. Watson, hole in the zone, left side. Burst down, throw and catch. Donovan Peoples-Jones sitting right there in some space.
Yeah, and that was just a read from the receiver and quarterback on the same page. They saw the zone, saw the opening up on the outside, just decided to stop his route right there in the spot where it was open, and Watson on the same page puts the ball right on the money.
Absolutely. 1st and 10, some motion coming for David Njoku. Browns on their opening drive. It's been a good one. Play action from Watson. He's back to pass. Now he rolls left. Now he's going to take off. Joey Bosa chasing. And he wisely puts this one into the bench. Live to play another down.
Exactly. No, that's the spot where you want him looking like he was trying to scramble, but realizing he wasn't probably getting anywhere and just electing to throw it away instead. That was a wise choice from Watson. I like that one.
Here's Kareem Hunt up the middle, following the aforementioned Ethan Pacic, the backup center who's playing left guard, again with Joel Bitonio playing left tackle today to try to help slow down the combination of Khalil Mack and Bosa. Watch out, pressure up the middle, ball's out! But I think Teller fell on it.
Yeah, Browns recovered.
Pressure, that's the rookie, Michael Clemens, and there's Ali Gay, the rookie out of LSU as well. But unfortunately, the damage is done on a 3rd down, and so the it was Nick Harris who fell on it. The field goal unit will have to step onto the field here. About a 45.5, 46-yard field goal attempt from Cameron Dicker, again, our rookie kicker from Texas, who has been very good, especially inside of 50 yards, and he drills this one towards the dog pound. So great opening drive for the Browns, and unfortunately a little strip sack at the end thwarts their attempts to get into the end zone, but you'll take that 3-point lead after both teams' opening drives.
Yeah, absolutely will, especially in a game in the elements like this. It's, scoring's going to be hard to come by in a game like this. So, especially when often especially the longer range passing game is mostly going to be off the table. It's going to be hard to convert those. So with rushing attack, your primary means of moving the ball, it's going to be, likely to be a low-scoring game.
Indeed, yeah, and you wonder about a West Coast team coming in on the snow. They're very, very quick, very, very fast, high electric pass game. Again, Eckler, as Kit talked about earlier, is solid for sure, but are you going to give him the ball 30 times in the snow? Time will tell.
Right, and then who is, backing him up, and what quality are they?
Yes. Herbert had lots of pressure from 3 different Browns. It was Leal, Bryan, and Myles Garrett. Sets up a 3rd and 10 as he airmails it. Unfortunately, pressure coming again. Here's Leal, hits him as he throws, and it's incomplete. Keenan Allen was coming back to the football. He would have been short of the line to gain. But how about DeMarvin Leal? The rookie has been so good for us.
Absolutely sensational, you're right. And I have to say, that drive right there for the Chargers is really exactly what we were talking about. 2 missed opportunities on throws because it's a little bit harder with the ball slipping out of your grip with the cold. A little bit harder to get that grip on the ball, not to mention it is going to be slick there as well. So he misfires on 2 throws and then pressure in his face on the 3rd. And a high-flying attack like this that relies so heavily on the throw to open up the run is going to struggle.
Absolutely. Here's Nick Chubb right side, and Bosa completely splits his block and shuts it down. They're going to give him a loss of 1 on the play. Joey Bosa, such a good player.
Yes, he is. Go Bucks.
2nd and 11. Yeah, 2nd and 11 now for the Browns. Watson under center. They trickle under 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Here's a nice cut by Kareem Hunt in the hole. Good run. He's going to pick up 4 before taking a shot there from the safety to Sear Adderley, as well as Kenneth Murray Jr. 3rd and 6 for the Browns. Back to pass, left side. First down throw and catch. He's got Cooper at the 45. And Watson is dialed in early in this one. And so is Amari Cooper now. Already 3 catches and almost a 4th.
Yeah, that was absolutely what you're looking for here. Positive production, continuing drives, extending them, and the fact that this run game is really setting up the pass game to succeed is really good to see.
Indeed. Here's Chubb up the middle again. Give him another 3. 2nd and 7. Offset eye. Stanton in the game as well. In front of Nick Chubb. Watson, now he's going to throw on the run. Across the middle, he's got the Chief right at the first down stripe, and they'll give it to him. First down for David Njoku again. Set the Cleveland Browns all-time receiving record this year with over 108 catches.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Again, which would we say, 83 or something was the real record from
89 from 84?
89 and 84 by number 88.
Yep.
Ozzie Newsome.
That's right. The legend himself. Yep.
Hey, Keith, welcome in. I think we're going to get a holding flag here, even though there's a nice open slant to Donovan Peoples-Jones. That flag came out at around the right time for holding, and it is holding despite him pointing the wrong way, and it is going to be on Nick Harris. The Browns center.
Speaking of the legendary Ozzie Newsome, he's one of few that can claim, a career both in football and in the front office that are Hall of Fame worthy. There aren't very many that meet those lofty tiers of Hall of Famedom.
Absolutely. Just running and running. Now he'll finally fire right side. Got his man. It's Peoples-Jones at the 9.
Wow.
How about extending the play in the pocket for Watson, and he throws a BB to DPJ at the 10. First down and goal for the Browns.
And lots of credit due here to DPJ for being able to come away with this catch. That's a hard throw in conditions like this. He goes up in high points for his quarterback, but that takes some real, soft hands. And, weather conditions like this, that is not easy.
It's a very nice play. Trips to the left side. They'll spread it out here. Maybe going to hand it off. They do. Kareem Hunt breaks one tackle up the middle, and then he'll go down at the 7 as he slipped away from the rookie Michael Clemens before going down in the middle. Back to pass now. Quick slant over the middle. Touchdown, Browns! It's the Chief, and he's going to slam it even without the ball in his hand.
I'll take the slam however we get it. However we get it. I love it. Let's go indeed.
Njoku.
And his impressive year continues now into the postseason as he catches his first postseason touchdown on this postseason. That was awesome. Exactly what you want to see, and that drive really capitalized on all phases, really clicking all together now.
What a drive there by the Browns, running, passing, incredible.
I like how they're mixing. Yeah, they're mixing it up too, getting different guys involved. Both Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb showing good stuff in the run game. You've got Deshaun Watson doing good things from behind center, and then you've also got the Chief and Cooper and some others doing excellent things in the passing game. So really, all kind of coming together. DPJ with that great catch with a deep ball. You don't not expect to see a lot of that in weather conditions like this, as the Chargers, and that penalty is that's a really bad penalty, going to start at the 40.
Yeah, Cameron Dicker, must be a little windy out there as that one got angled out of bounds, so they're going to get the ball at the 40. That's the end of the first quarter. Browns 10, Chargers 0 here at Nagy on Sports. Phil Nagy and Kit Nagy joining you. Welcome in 504.
Yeah, happy birthday,
I'm
504.
Sorry, 504. Yeah, we know that YouTube's notifications suck. You got to get on the Discord, brother.
Yeah, well, and actually, he knew about he mentioned right after we.
Oh yeah, you are on the Discord.
Yeah,
but so you are on the Discord.
That's actually why we send out those notifications with a rough timeline for when we're going to start 504, so that you have an idea of when to pop on the YouTube. Because unfortunately, it is really bad about giving notifications, and we don't know how to fix that.
No, we do not. Third and inches, Herbert left side into traffic, and Keenan Allen makes a really tough catch with Troy Hill wearing him like a communion suit. I don't know why I said that. Yeah, you're right, Keith. So far, the North Coast weather not agreeing with the SoCal team.
That's right, and this is the kind of conditions, especially if the Browns can actually get some home field advantage for playoffs.
Yes.
If they play a team like the Chargers in real life in these kind of conditions, this is the recipe for success for sure for a team built like the Browns.
Nice run there by Eckler. He's got 6 carries for 30 yards. He's found a couple of holes in the middle of that Browns defense. Here's a big throw to the right side. Ward tips it, and then it's going to barely be incomplete. It looked like Keenan Allen definitely had a shot at it. They go 13 personnel here. 3 tight ends to the right. One of them looks to be an extra offensive lineman. Throw on the right. He's got his man first down over the middle. One of those tight ends is the recipient, Taki, Anthony Walker, and JOK. It's Chris Manhertz coming over from the Panthers in free agency right there. So a first down and the first successful drive. Now we're nicely into Browns territory are the Chargers. You knew they weren't just going to go away.
No.
Quick throw left side. That's Mike Williams, and he's got a couple yards, maybe 4 on that catch. It is going to be a 4-yard gain. Sorry about that, 504, but yes, we're here. A little throw on the run. Did he catch it? It looks like he did. Justin Jackson, he tried to get up, and then he got tackled right away. That was pretty wild.
It was wild. He just kind of scooped it off the turf before it hit the snow, but nice ability to catch that and tried to get up to continue to run, but not able to get very far.
Back to pass Herbert now. 3rd and 6, corner of the end zone. Ward knocks it out of his hands. That's the rookie Chris Olave.
Yeah.
Buckeye on Buckeye crime, and Olave can't bring it in.
And Warden showing why he was paid. That was some lockdown coverage right there, as he was right there to make the PBU on that one.
And this kick is up, and this kick is good. Dustin Hopkins, free agent kicker, formerly of the Washington football team Commanders. Must be really windy that direction, because look, that kickoff almost goes out of bounds too.
Yeah,
I've never seen that before.
Little crosswind action going on here in First Energy, which is going to make the kicking game that much harder, both for the kickoffs as well as the field goals. But yeah, I mean, again, that expect that to be a bit of an advantage for the home field or home team. Although obviously on that one kickoff, it certainly did not help us as we forfeited and they didn't. So it was very close, but they didn't.
It's true. And they scored points at the end of that drive.
That's right.
Turn around, here's his late handoff. Nice run. He's got some blockers. The Chief in front. Is the ball out?
That was a fumble, yeah, from Chubb, which you never expect to see, even in weather conditions like this. Cooper does manage to salvage that one because it was a very nice run until he fumbled right at the end. It showed field goal, but it meant fumble.
Yeah, I was going to say, so it popped
and
up
he was
sure.
he was down. That
may
was
have been down.
I think he was down anyway. Yeah, it's coming out like as his knee is down. Not that it mattered because we retained possession, but.
Welcome in, Tim. Like a communion suit. You can say you heard it here first. I don't know why I said that. I don't know. Baptismal dress or something. I don't know. I had high holy outfits on the mind. Here's a stretch to the left side. Chubb. He's got the corner. 45-50. Go, Nick. Go to the 40, to the 35, and he's going to go out of bounds at the 33. Nicholas Jamal Chubb. First down, Browns.
Let's go. What a run that was. And really, Nick Chubb just showing his speed around the corner there. He all the pursuit had good angles, but he just out afterburners them here. Look at this defense. If we get another look at coming around the corner, he had 3 defenders right there on a pursuit angle. Should have been able to cut them off, but he just outspeeds them to that corner and able to cut upfield for a long way.
1st and 10. Play action. Watson now he'll dump it to the right side to Kareem Hunt, and he's able to make the turn up the field, which is always my biggest complaint about that play, is that their momentum takes him right out of bounds, but Kareem's able to step in the ground and turn 3 yards into 6. Pretty good cut on a snowy field there.
Yeah, it
by
was
Kareem Hunt.
Really nice cut, and the fact that he was able to get the ball to him with room to still be able to cut upfield even in these conditions, also nice.
Welcome in, Power. Appreciate it. I didn't pick the snow. That was random. That was the game.
That's right, but this is certainly an advantage for the Browns, so we love that it randomized it for us. And it's something that you would expect with the lake effect there right on Lake Erie.
Stretch 3rd and 3, Kareem Hunt. I think he's got. They're going to say his knee is down a yard short.
Oh, my.
Go for it, Kevin.
Do not like that spot at all. That was terrible.
He's going to go, though. Offense on the field.
Now, this is just like Stefanski, especially postseason. Be aggressive. Go get it.
Turn around. Kareem Hunt. He's got the first down. Murray brings him down, but the 2 yards achieve the goal. Love the running mentality there on a 4th and short.
Absolutely, especially in a game like this. Stakes are high. Being aggressive is important, and Stefanski knows that, and that's exactly what he would have done, and I expect him to pick it up just like that.
Here's Chubb left side. Kind of gets stuck on the back of his offensive lineman, unfortunately, and he will go down right at the line of scrimmage. Shotgun look again, under center look here again. Motion coming. Turn around, play action, back to pass. Watson fires a rope, left side. He's got Cooper. First down, a little stiff arm in the face of Derwin James up to the 8-yard line. It's 1st and goal, Browns.
And Watson's so efficient. 12 of 14 now for over 200 yards. He's really getting it done.
Watson rolls, fires right corner of the end zone, up and knocked out of bounds. The Chief was there.
Excuse me,
one-on-one with Derwin James.
125. I said over 200 and I misspoke. 125 yards. Still very nice so
far.
All
right. Pressure right up his gut, and Nick Harris gives up another sack. Michael Clemens in there. It looks like Khalil Mack might get credited with half as well. 2nd sack of the day. It's a 3rd and goal now from the 20. Browns need to be smart here. Don't turn the ball over trying to force it into the end zone. Motion coming from Cooper. They're going to do a little pop pass to Cooper. Nice block by Chubb on the corner. Cooper, he's going to have a nice little run of about 7. Still way far away from the end zone, so sort of conceding the field goal there with that pop pass, but it was kind of a cool play.
Hey, George.
George. Go Browns. Cameron Dicker, the rookie kicker. We know that wind is swirling. His kick is up. His kick is good. 13-3 now. Browns maintain that 10-point lead. With about 5 minutes to go here in the first half, Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy on Sports. This is our AFC Wildcard playoff game. Browns and Chargers. The Browns, of course, the number 2 seed after finishing our regular season sim 13-3-1. The first 7 weeks were played with Baker Mayfield because we didn't know about Deshaun Watson. And then week 8 was the bye, and then weeks 9 through 18 were played with Deshaun Watson, who I believe only lost 1 game. They lost to the Ravens. And I believe he was undefeated other than that. So
yeah, he certainly had the numbers to be very, very good. I wonder though. Back to the like a communion suit. I wonder if that needs to go in as one of our just channel sayings. Obviously it was appreciated by Tim.
Wore him like a. Is that our Tim? Is that a hashtag Nagy on Sports, Tim?
I don't know. Could be.
Sorry, Kit's brother's name is Tim.
That's right.
And we know he's been a longtime fan of the channel, so it very well may be him.
Could be. In which case, that would be a very on brand for him comment-wise.
Yes, it would be. I never comment, but when I do, I'm going to appreciate comments like a communion suit. Here's a 3rd and 6, back to pass. Herbert, quick fire to the right side. Got his man, turned upfield. JOK just a little bit late. Eckler catches it for a first down. Chargers, they're up to the 45 of the Browns as the clock ticks under 4 minutes to go first half. Yeah, you're right, Keith. I mean, I don't know how much. It can't get much better than 13-3-1.
No, we're certainly getting it done with Mayfield behind center, but obviously there's kind of a new dynamic range that is unlocked with this offense with Watson at the helm that you just don't have with Baker Mayfield. As much as we love Baker and he can do a lot, and I certainly feel he is a franchise quarterback or capable of being a franchise quarterback. Obviously, he won't be for the Browns, but I think he's capable of that elsewhere in the NFL. But there is something to be said for a guy that's a top 5 elite quarterback in the NFL too.
Well, I think we're going to get a personal foul as to Marvin Leal absolutely decleated Herbert after he threw it. And that is where the penalty, unfortunately, will occur. So a free first down up to the 41-yard line. I formation, Herbert climbs under center. He'll turn around, give it to Eckler. Right up the middle, Eckler. Big hole, Browns nowhere to be found. Delpit and JJ3, the first ones to touch him. But a big run of about 14 yards and a first down for Austin Eckler, who has been kind of the lone bright spark of this Chargers offense so far today. Herbert, 13 personnel, back to pass. Quick slant to the right side. Oh, Denzel. Excuse me, Greg Newsome over there, not used to seeing him on that side of the formation, drops the interception.
Yeah, really, this weather clearly wreaking havoc with the defenders and being able to come away with interceptions. That's 3 dropped interceptions now for the Browns defense.
Welcome in, Chris G. Here we go indeed. Playoff, baby. Little snowy playoff game.
Just the way you like it.
3rd and 10. He's going to dump it off to Justin Jackson out of the backfield, and Anthony Walker swarms him nicely. 4th and 7 here. I would assume they'll go field goal.
You'd have to think so.
And it looks like the Browns are going to call timeout here, actually. They are. Going to save themselves some clock on the other side. I'm not sure if it happened at the 2-minute warning or right before the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, not sure I like that, Madden. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Exactly 2 minutes.
That's pretty dumb. Keith, it certainly hasn't seemed to affect us, at least not so far. Pacic playing at guard and Batonio out at tackle seems to be working pretty well here.
Yep. Now we're going to get the field goal or the field position.
That's right. I love seeing that. That wind wreaking havoc on both teams for kickoffs now. But, obviously pretty strong. Not seeing as much in the snow graphics. It doesn't seem to be blowing sideways, but it clearly should be.
Yep. All right, here's a 2-minute drive. Watson back to pass. Another drag route to Cooper. Oh, a sweet little block from Nick Chubb. Decleats his guy so that Cooper can get a nice first down and they go no huddle.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. Gotta love seeing that. And that's something that's very on brand for Nick Chubb. He is such a workhorse and such an effort-type player no matter what he's doing.
Big throw deep, one-on-one, up, caught, touchdown! Donovan Peoples-Jones!
Let's go!
Wow! Touchdown Browns!
That was wild, and that's actually very much on style for him. That is the kind of catch that he makes almost seem routine, even though it's anything but routine. Look at this up as he comes and falls backwards with control of the ball for a touchdown. That was incredible.
It was. How about 69 yards of air distance for that touchdown? We know that it was only 60 because they were on the 40-yard line. How about a 60-yard touchdown pass Watson dropped that thing in a bucket, and that's J.C. Jackson. They paid him a boatload of money in free agency to come over from the Patriots to play cornerback, and he got torched that time.
He sure did.
One play and a touchdown. Maybe he left too much time here. Now Herbert's going to get a 2-minute drill here.
That was absolutely wild. And as the Browns, like, we were talking about how this is going to be a run game centric type game, but like, man, look at the air raid attack from the Browns here. Really, 2 drives now with big air pass or pass yardage pickups.
Here's a throw quickly to the right side. He's got the first down. He'll be pushed out of bounds. Eckler again. Ward came over to drive him out. He will pick up enough yards for a first down, 111, and he did get out of bounds. 20-6 after that huge 60-yard touchdown pass to Donovan Peoples-Jones. Herbert in a shotgun. He's back to pass. Browns rush 4. He's going to fire to the left side. He's got a wide open Keenan Allen. And Greg Newsome pushes him out of bounds as Watson just stoically looking at something on the sideline. That's all right, 504. I knew what you meant. We're excited for him to have a good year, but also excited for David Njoku. So your comment was not incorrect. There's a short gain of about 8 yards. Did they tackle him in bounds? They did not. They're going to say he got out of bounds. So Chargers haven't used any of their 3 timeouts yet.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll trade field goals for touchdowns all day long.
Absolutely. Here's a quick throw to the right side. Mike Williams and Grant Delpit sits on him quickly, and now the Chargers will use their first timeout. 58 seconds remaining.
Keith, a lot of folks think either Carolina or Seattle. There's also some possibility that he goes to like a Tampa Bay to be the assumed heir for Tom Brady type of move. I mean, there are some other sneaky places he could wind up, but that certainly could be one of them. As far as where he actually does, hard to say.
Yep. At this point, I think they're going to just wait for the draft to shake out, and we'll find out which teams still need quarterbacks. That's kind of my prediction.
Yep.
Hey, Nick, welcome in. Yep, AFC Wildcard. Your Ravens play in one of the other ones. 3rd and 1 now. Herbert back to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Miles got him at the 40. What a sack by Myles Garrett. Again, missed 5 games this season, still got over 20 on the season.
That's
and
huge.
He is continuing to be a wrecking ball for us, and he pushes him all the way back to the 40.
That was huge, and just pure, determinedness on this play. He just was never going to give up on it, and continued to work his pass rush until he got home. And it just, the time that it took Herbert to find a target was long enough for Miles to make it happen.
And they're going to wait all the way until the end to try this 56-yarder. And that thing is woefully short. They even had a returner back there, did the Browns.
I like seeing that. I like that.
Welcome in, Shorty. So since we're doing all of this pre-draft, and even half of it was about pre-free agency, we did do a whole draft where Kit and I did the draft, and we did take DeMarvin Leal in the 2nd round, and he has been absolutely incredible for us. So much so that we've become big fans. And the Browns taking him would make us very happy.
Yeah, well, Leal
should be there at 44. Don't know if he'll be there at 99.
Right. Yeah, Leal was a guy that I was excited about going in, but seeing him play on our sim, I'm probably even more excited about him. Because he's been so very good for us. But
he's a 5-star guy. He's got crazy traits, crazy measurables. He's also a Texas A&M guy, so Miles and he will get along nicely. It could be a really nice compliment there in the middle.
Yeah, certainly. And then our other 2nd-round pick that we picked up, because we had traded for a 2nd-round pick with Hooper, is how we played our free agency, was Pickens. And George Pickens has been absolutely great for this offense, too.
He's been super great for us as well. Well, Watson steps up and throws it to Chubb, who's going to run for a first down.
Wow, that was cool.
I've never seen that before.
That was really cool, and credit Deshaun Watson not letting his knee go down there, gets his hand to brace himself from fully being down by contact, and then manages to get up.
I think he just slipped. He could have gone to a knee. I think he just slipped.
Yeah, right. No, I think he caught himself on his hand, but there were guys that were pretty close. I don't know if they'd have ruled him down or not, but manages to control himself enough to get back up and still get the pass off to Chubb.
Short throw to the left side. Welcome in, Wendell. Welcome in, LCC. Appreciate you guys being on. Hey, Aaron Burr, welcome on. I would say the addition of Watson absolutely has this season more hyped. I mean, I don't know, Kit, do you disagree with that?
I think so.
In terms of the hype for the Browns?
You've just amped your roster, yet one more step. It already was pretty amped.
Khalil Mack.
But if for those who worried that Baker was what was holding back the Browns, I don't think that's true. But for those who thought so, they certainly have to think that Deshaun Watson answers the bell on that front. And then it's not like the rest of the roster got worse. And in fact, if anything, It's gotten better.
Well, and again, I think the defense is just going to keep growing and getting better, especially if we can shore up the D tackle position. And they definitely played well enough to win if you had some more sustained and better offense. So
especially if Clowney comes back, which I expect him to do. Then you're looking at an incredibly defense that's already had a whole year together, and some really young, very talented core all locked up under contract and already playing well as a unit. But they sky's the limit for the defense. The offense is looking to be very, very good. So no, I think in terms of how amped Browns fans should be for this season, I think the sky's the limit on that front.
For sure. All right, a 1st and 10 after a couple of first down pickups here. Again, Browns needed to punt, unfortunately, on that first drive of the second half. Late developing route across the middle. There's Gerald Everett. Troy Hill chases him to the sideline, but Everett's able to pick up a first down. 19 of 29 for Justin Herbert, again, as the Browns maintaining their 20-6 lead.
Yeah, no, I mean, I certainly, obviously it's a business. I didn't want them to give up on Baker. I think we made our viewpoints on Baker very well known. But
we also didn't think that they had any real interest or, frankly, a chance at Deshaun Watson.
That's true. Also true. And like I said, I very much believe that Baker is a franchise quarterback. I don't think he was, I don't think you can judge him on that last season based on the fact that he was, pretty banged up starting in week 2.
Oh, no, for sure. Yeah, I mean, it was an unfair situation. And unfortunately, it was just super bad timing.
Yep. Nice defense there from Ronnie Harrison, really slotting it away late.
One would presume that if they had kicked the tires or if it became pretty apparent pretty quickly that they were not in a real position for Deshaun, they would have run it back this year with a healthy Baker and see what they could do.
For sure. It's not like they, like I said, I do believe he's a franchise-type quarterback. He could take franchise deep in a postseason, possibly win Super Bowls. I mean, I think he's got that level of talent. Plus, it's not like the rest of the Browns roster was suffering. So, they were definitely set up to succeed. They needed to avoid the injury bug a little bit better than they did last year. But, that is what it is. That hits every NFL team, not just our Browns.
Keith, that's a really good point too. This coach and GM were not the coach and the GM that drafted him.
That's right.
Those arranged marriages sometimes never end up working out the way they want them, and you can see. We'll find out. Obviously, they completely remade the quarterback room, and even if you saw the picture last week of the guys at their whatever, OTAs or whatever it was, they're all the same exact body type. They're all the same height. Yes, they're all black. They're all athletic. But clearly they wanted to remake that room and found a prototype and went out and got 3 guys who can do that.
Yep. Well, I think it's also, isn't it the first all-black quarterback room in the NFL history? I mean,
I believe so, yes.
Which is a pretty cool feat. Definitely excited to see how that pans out for the Browns. I think a lot of good things coming out of that.
Welcome in, Marlo. Go Browns as well. Here's a 3rd and 3. Fires to the right side. Uh-oh, it's jumped. It's going to be picked off. He might go 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown! J.C. Jackson enacts his revenge by jumping the route and he's going to take it into the end zone, and this game just got a lot closer there with a pick six. That's the first Deshaun Watson interception in like a month and a half of sim football.
Yeah, although, I mean, to be you know,
it was Pickens who was a little lazy on the route.
Yeah, but you know, Weather definitely is part of that. Interesting, their DBs are able to come away with picks, where ours are not. But you know,
you're right.
But he did have a good jump on that route, and you know, able to secure it and take it for 6.
They're going to go for 2. Quick throw to the right side. Mike Williams completes it. So 20-17. We got a brand new ball game here, folks.
Man, LCC, we have been jumping up and down on the table for that change since day one of this atrocious-looking Kevin Stefanski. You know, we have been very adamant that needs to change ASAP. It's awful. So we sure hope so, but we're not holding our breath either, because you know they've had a lot of time to get it fixed, and they sure haven't.
Yes, all of those things. Play action. Watson goes right back to the air. He's going to dump it off just to Kareem Hunt. He'll pick up about 3 before falling out of bounds. Kind of made him fall out of bounds with where that throw was. No, Marlowe, it's not you. You didn't jinx us. Back to pass. Watson. There's the Chief. First down throw. First down catch. That's all he's done this season is Njoku, is just get first down after first down after first down. He's been so good.
Yes, actually, Shorty, he got picked up, and he was actually on the roster of a team we just watched. He's on the roster.
Yes,
he was picked up by Denver as the backup to Wilson, actually. So
I just had him as a free agent, but if they're like short of position, the teams can automatically pick up guys, which is the only roster moves they should be making without me knowing about them. Here's a 2nd and 8. Watson now on the run. Looks like he's going to take off. Instead, he's going to chuck it out of bounds.
Woof.
He saw Kaiser White right in front of him. He was right at the line of scrimmage.
I did not like that at all. Run that, Deshaun.
I did not like it either. 3rd and 8. Deshaun wiggling in the pocket again. Fires back across his body. He's got Cooper right at the 40. I think he'll be a yard or 2 short. It's going to be a 4th and 2. And likely Corey Bajorquez in, and he is in.
Absolutely, Wendell. If it weren't for the fact that the Steelers are in the AFC North and rather a hated rival of the Browns, I think they would be a trade target for the Browns. But you know, obviously not that they wouldn't trade with the Steelers, but the compensation needed from the Steelers is a very different discussion than the compensation needed from another team.
Yeah.
So especially an NFC team. So if we're talking about like getting traded to the Steelers, we're talking probably takes a couple of first-round picks.
Good point. Nice play there by JOK and run defense. Haven't really called his name much today. Shows the speed there. Fills the gap very nicely. 2nd and 11 as Austin Eckler is finally bottled up.
Yep. But that being said, should Baker somehow get to free agency, then yes, I think very much the Steelers would love to have him.
Oof. Open pass to the left side. Keenan Allen, as Newsome kind of got his head turned and did not see the ball or Allen stop his route. Left him pretty open space, and that's an easy throw and catch for Justin Herbert. Double tight end to the left side. He gives it again to Eckler up the middle. Another nice run. He's going to pick up about 10 before even being touched. Taki brings him down. Chargers with a little momentum, actually a lot of momentum. If you look at the momentum bar above it, pick 6 will do that.
Sure will.
Browns can't rest in their laurels here.
No, they need to get back in this game.
Nice defensive impact play would be good. Here's a quick little tight end out route to the right side. Denzel Ward brings him down. That's a big man to bring down. Gerald Everett, again, their free agent tight end, formerly of the Rams. And before that, the Seahawks. Let's see if the Browns can make an impact play on defense here. It's going to be deep to the left side. It's going to be tipped. It's going to be caught. It's going to be dropped. Oh, gosh.
That's
JJ3 had 3 chances to catch it in the end zone.
Yeah, he did. That's 4 dropped interceptions. Not liking that, but hey, certainly like the defense and where it was. Had the opportunity at least to take that one away, as they're going to force a 4th down here.
Yes, a big hit by JOK as they dumped it off to Eckler, and this is not field goal range. It'll be interesting to see if they choose to go for it or opt for the short punt, and they will choose the short punt option.
Yeah, Keith, that would be probably. I mean, yeah. It wouldn't be a great look. As not a great punt. Speaking of not great.
Oh yeah, bad punt.
That was a very bad punt. Going to set up Watson with some really nice field position here. But when they were trying to coffin corner, instead it ends up at the 33.
Indeed. Turn around, give it to Chubb. That's a good idea. Right side, he's got a nice gain of about 9. He takes a big hit there from J.C. Jackson. But he gets 9 yards now. Second and very short here for the Browns. Bring in Dearness Johnson. Give it to Dearness Johnson. He's going to get kind of tripped up by Nick Harris, unfortunately. And he will pick up 1 yard, 3rd and 1. High formation, Stanton checks back into the football game. He'll be in front of Nick Chubb. And they're going to fake it to him and pitch to Chubb. They do this all the time, and I need to take that play out.
Yeah,
it's so slow developing as Khalil Mack shuts it down, and the Browns have to punt. I forgot to take it out. I need to take that play out if we make it past this game. They run it all the time on like 4th and 1 from the goal line, too.
It's the worst.
And it just doesn't fool anybody.
Yeah, they've done it on
it's
like
kind
a
of a cool play.
Conversion.
It's a cool play concept, but I think it's just way too slow to be effective in Madden.
Well, right, yeah, Madden doesn't actually execute it the way you're supposed to execute that play. I mean, it's supposed to be fast hitting where they're not seeing it coming on that little toss out, but they spend way too much time on the play fake and then not getting it out to Chubb, and by the time they do get it out to Chubb, he's already a defender in his face.
Absolutely. All right, here's a 2nd and 7 now. We flip the field. 4th quarter time, baby. This is winning time. Dump it off to Keenan Allen. And Newsom's right on his back. 3rd and 2.
Honestly, Wendell, I don't know that Hunt would have any more success on that play than Chubb. Because by the time it's about timing is the issue. The fact that by the time the ball even gets to the running back, whoever the running back is, with the defender right there as the ball is arriving, there's not a lot he can do.
Yep. They got the first down on the last play. Herbert back to pass again. Right side. Gerald Everett, the tight end. He'll be tackled by Troy Hill, and they're driving it, dinking and dunking down the field. Herbert has not had to push the ball down the field much. A lot of check downs, a lot of plays to Austin Eckler. Here is a play action pass and a check down to Austin Eckler, but he's got another first down right at the line to gain. Walker brings him to the ground, but a first down again for the Chargers. Motion coming, that's the rookie Chris Olave. They give him a little pop pass, Olave, and the Browns are right there to shut him down. Troy Hill and Greg Newsome read it beautifully.
Yeah, great discipline to stay home there, not biting off on the action all the other way, but staying home on their contain, and 2 defenders staying home to make a sure tackle on Olave.
2nd and 10 now. Browns need something impactful on defense. Pressure coming. Miles obliterates his tackle, but he gets rid of it and then tripped up his Delpit. So Mike Williams is able to achieve a first down. Look at Herbert, 30 completions for 200 yards in the game. That should tell you where his focus has been so far, and it is not very far. Back to pass again. Miles obliterates the right tackle again, but he's getting it out so quickly. Denzel was able to knock him down, but just a 2-yard pass that time to Chris Olave, and he took the punishment from Denzel. Back to pass again, back in the shotgun again is Herbert. Now back to pass. Now he waits, fires right side, short throw again. Denzel right on the top of him. It's one more catch for Mike Williams. Come on, Browns, we need an impact play here. Herbert fires over the middle, tipped, knocked up in the air, no, almost.
Where's the pick?
Again.
That's 5.
No tip drill skills. Marlo, you almost called it. No tip drill skills, though. And the Browns drop the interception, and now a 47-yarder to tie the game with 10:28. Dustin Hopkins into the football game.
They get
His
one.
Kick is up, and it's good. 20-20. Here we go.
Chargers defense is 1 for 1 for a pick 6, and the Browns defense is 0 for 5 opportunities with nothing coming of any of it.
Maybe we're due. Maybe they're saving it for a 4th quarter.
That's right.
Who knows?
That critical.
20-20. Lots of momentum headed the Chargers' way. Jakeem Grant's going to get tackled inside the 20, so a long field as well. 10:20 on the clock. Still plenty of time. You can run your whole offense here. No rushing. No rushing. Don't need to freak out. Dearness Johnson is in the game now. Chubb lined up as the fullback. They're going to stretch it to the left side, and it's blown up. Nasir Adderley, the safety, and Dearness Johnson gets 1 yard. And they're going to have the same formation now, but facing the other direction. Chubb in as the fullback. Dearness Johnson in as the running back.
Very quick recognition on that last play from Nasir Adderley. That was a nice run for the blitz.
Throws to the right side. That time J.C. Jackson dropped a pick. That was just an odd-looking play. He was just standing there as Peoples-Jones was running by him. Now a 3rd and 9. Watson's going to wind up and chuck it deep into the wind. Pickens, and it's knocked away. Actually knocks it away from Jackson. Don't know if I like that call on a 4th and 9, but the Browns are going to have to punt.
Nope, I hate the let's go to the deep ball for no reason nonsense. They do that far too often.
Oof, and now a wind-aided shank. Just going to be a net of about 28 yards there as it goes just over the 50, and now great field position, 9 minutes to go. Chargers with the momentum here. Browns, we need an impact play on defense.
Yeah, now's the time for that pick.
Yep, I agree. We need something here to get some juice, or knock down their juice, rather. Here's shuffling in the pocket. Herbert left side. Everett, and tackled right away by Greg Newsome. Now 33 completions, 215 yards.
Yeah, 14 rushes, 46 passes.
All right, here we go. Back to pass. Herbert, pressure coming up the middle. Taven Bryan, he got him again.
Let's
His
go.
second of the day.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we needed, especially putting them well on the other side of the 50 there at 3rd and 21. That's the kind of defensive play you need.
Let's go. Look at those fans with no sleeves.
Yeah.
Love that. Cleveland, baby.
That's right.
Cleveland. Back to pass. That's another one to Eckler. He's got the corner. JOK misses the angle, but the rest of the Browns, JJ3, come up and they're going to keep him short. So it's a 4th and 6. And this is too long for them to try a field goal. Hopkins not the biggest leg in the league, and so they will punt. Pat O'Donnell, I believe, is their punter. Not sure if that's real or just what happened or not. His punt is up, and it's going to swirl up and inside the 10 and check down inside the 10. Whew, 1st and 93 for the Browns here. Tie game, AFC playoffs at home. This is winning time, Deshaun.
That's right. Time to show your mettle. Time to put together that game-winning drive and find a way.
Find a way. Stretch it left side. Nick Chubb, he's going to go right at the line of scrimmage as Joel Bitonio had gotten beaten by Michael Clemens, the rookie.
Well, really,
Chris Rumpf also in there.
Chubb should have cut that inside of him. He had a gap opening up inside, but instead it elects to go outside of the blocker, which was not a good choice.
Yep. Here's Watson. He's got some time. He's going to tuck the ball to the 10, to the 15. He slides at the 20, up at the 22, a 17-yard run and a 1st down, Browns.
Yeah, that's a way to get out of the shadow of your end zone right there. Nicely done. Recognizes nobody open, but sees all that snow-laden grass in front of him with no defenders standing on it. So able to sneak up the sideline and get 17 big ones there.
Absolutely. I formation again. Here's a stretch to the right side. Kareem Hunt, can he get the corner? He can. 25. A little bit of a stiff arm at the 30, and he'll pick up 8 yards before Derwin James shuts him down. Nice run there from Kareem Hunt.
Absolutely.
2nd and 2. They spread him out in a shotgun. They're going to give it to Kareem up the middle. He's got a 1st down run to the left side. Nasir Adderley again with a big-time tackle in the run game, but a 1st down for the Browns, and they're up to the 35. Nice call mix of plays here so far as we go under 6 minutes to go in the game. Turn around, give it to Nick Chubb. Left side, he's got a hold. Nick Chubb. Nice run for Chubb. Give him 9. Up to the 44. Derwin James with another tackle.
Yeah, it really will, Shorty. You're right. I'm looking forward to seeing Deshaun actually be a dual-threat quarterback for the Browns. It's not something we've had, and that's really really could spark this offense in a big way as the Chief on a big reception, 2nd and 1, big pickup, rumbling after the catch. Love seeing it. His amazing season continues.
It's amazing. And let's not let it end today, shall we, Madden?
That's right.
1st and 10 here. Little ace formation. And now up the middle is Chubb, and it's Kareem Hunt, and that's Ethan Pacic. That's an injury. So he's already is the backup guard. That's going to bring in the rookie Max Mitchell or Michael Dunn. I can't remember. One of the two of them are in now. So you're down to your 3rd left guard again with Batonio shifted out to left tackle. Little swing pass to the left side is actually going to be a run for Chubb. Oh, sit down, he says. He'll gain 0 yards, but at least it was fun to watch. 3rd and 9 here now, Browns. This is a little bit outside of field goal range. Really need another first down to feel comfortable with it. Watson in a shotgun. He sends Kareem Hunt out of the backfield. Back to pass, Watson. Wiggles, fires over the middle. Peoples-Jones, he's going to be taken down. Good tackle in space by Asante Samuel Jr. And now a 4th and 3 from the 32. This is going to be a 49-yarder.
Yeah, I think the real Browns probably go for this. Yeah.
They're going to bring in the rookie Cameron Dicker. This is right at the edge of his range. Into the wind? I don't think so. It's going to be short and left. Ugh.
And that's why you really don't like to go for it there. You miss. You're really giving a very good field goal position there, because it's not just from the line of scrimmage. It's actually from where the ball is held so that's where the new spot is.
Oh, Miles kills the right tackle again, but the short throw is going to be caught by Williams, and it's a first down into Browns territory. Welcome in, Dion.
And that's why you don't like doing that, because effectively you miss that kick, and it's like taking a 7-yard sack. I mean, it's like the last thing you want to have happen in a position like that, and now they're in field goal range or nearly so, especially with the wind-dated side.
Yep. Here's Herbert. Lots of pressure this time.
What a hold that was.
Wide open across the middle, yeah. Mike Williams goes to the ground. 36th completion, still under 270 yards. 2nd and inches now as we trickle down to and achieve the 2-minute warning. This is getting a little tight here.
It is.
20-20. Man, we've had such bad luck with the Chargers in our sim playoffs.
That's right.
They're like the only team that can beat us. Not that they've beaten us yet up the middle on a 2nd and inches. Miles will make the tackle. The first down is achieved. If you're the Browns, you got to start thinking about calling timeouts here.
That's right. You need to preserve that clock.
And now the Chargers appear to just be running it. Yep, there's that chew clock mode carrying. Ronnie Harrison brings him down. And they are not calling timeout. Under center again now, 2nd and 6. Come on, Browns. We got to do something here. Up the middle again. Eckler gets one hole, bounces off a guy, almost gets the first down again, and the Browns do call timeout. And now all of a sudden, this is like the game.
Yep.
3rd and 1. You got to get a stop here and make them kick it now. You know they're going to give the ball to Eckler. Crowd the box, baby. Doesn't look super crowded. That's a big push and an easy first down. And now you're hoping and praying that a guy misses a field goal here, because they're gonna kick it with about 5 seconds left. Welcome in, Rick. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't like the way that this one's headed either. Maybe just let him score.
That's really the only option here, is to let them score with.
They're gonna use their last timeout. They're gonna use their last timeout. 1 minute and 1 second to go. That could be game, Bauer. You're right. 20th carry for Eckler. Now, at least the Chargers are being stupid and they're not letting the clock run all the way down. Look at this thing. They're snapping the ball with 20 or so seconds on the clock. Browns need a turnover big time. And now, 4th and goal from the 7. They're going to let this thing run all the way down. Dustin Hopkins, or they're not going to let it take a timeout. They're just going to let it go and try to kick a field goal with no time remaining. Hopkins' kick is up. Hopkins' kick is good. And the Browns are going to lose the game. Woof. Gross. Oh, what could have been? Such a promising sim season, and it goes in a bad place. Yeah. Woof, woof, woof.
That's the second time the Chargers have been
They're the only team that can beat us in the playoffs.
In the wild card in particular, they've gotten us twice now in our postseason wild card games. In our various Sims seasons, they've also gotten us later in the postseason, but this one in particular has been, now is a trend.
Yes, it sure is. It sure is a trend. Just kind of scrolling through the stats here in case you're curious about your Charger stats. Ugh, how deflating.
Yep.
Watson in this one was 25 of 32, 252. That interception, that pick six at the end of the game really grew. Replay. Madden says rage quit. Replay. Marlowe. I don't. Trust me, I want to, but it's not. It wouldn't be fair. We'll sim another season soon enough.
Yeah, right after
both pretty decent.
Right after the draft occurs, we'll do more finalized roster updates with real draft picks involved, and that'll be a more realistic, even than this season, look at the new season. Keep in mind, we didn't even play with Deshaun Watson for pretty much half of this season, and post draft we'll have him the entire way, and expect to have a much closer to what should occur for the real season. Look at the Browns.
All right. Just ruined my night. But appreciate you guys being on. It was fun to have some people on with us this evening. But the Browns, unfortunately, will not win the Super Bowl. They won't even get to the second round of the playoffs as the number 7 seed Chargers come into town and beat the Browns 23-20. We will be continuing with the playoff sims over the course of the weekend and the beginning of this week. We'll try to just get through them as quick as we can at this point. As you can see, we still have Titans, Ravens left. We have Saints, Packers, and then Rams and football team as well still left to go. So, big win for the Chargers. Blew it. Ugh. You guys are very welcome for the Sims. Rick, good to see you. It's been a fun one. Fun Sim season 13-3-1 again. Is where they end. Since I guess we're at the end, I'll go through the final season stats for the Browns if you're interested in those kinds of things. Deshaun Watson, 4,600 yards passing, 32 and 11. He was sacked 71 times, but some of those could have been before he became the Browns. Nick Chubb's going to end the regular season with 1,264 yards rushing. That's pretty good. 716 for Kareem Hunt, 220 for Dearness Johnson, 211 for Deshaun Watson. We talked about the Chief. How about this season from him? $118 for 1,311 yards and 9 touchdowns. He was absolutely phenomenal this season. Amari Cooper, 70 catches for 989 and 5 touchdowns. George Pickens, 32 for 682 and 5 touchdowns. DPJ, 25 for 362 and 0 touchdowns. How did he have 0 touchdowns in the regular season? That doesn't seem right. Harrison Bryant, 24 for 275, 3 touchdowns. Nick Chubb as well. There's Kareem Hunt, Jakeem Grant, Schwartz, Deese, and the other players on the roster. Stacks given up. Jedrick Wills with 24, Nick Harris with 17, Conklin with 15. Not sure if Batonio and Treader at 12 and 11 should be a real thing or not. Tackles, 155 for JOK on the season, 128 for JJ3, Troy Hill with 123, Delpit with 100. How about sacks? 23.5 for Myles Garrett, and he even missed 5 games earlier this season. The Marvin Leal, the rookie, with 21 and a half sacks as well, and you can see the rest of them. Tack helped out with 12. Taven Bryan with 9.5. Denebo 6.5. Troy Hill had 3. Gustin, Myjay Sanders, the rookie out of Cincinnati, had a couple early in the season as well. So that D line got after it this season. Ward was special. We paid him because he was special, of course. We also extended him in the sim, by the way, if that kind of thing matters to you. He didn't require $100 million to extend, though. He had 10 interceptions this season, a special year for him. 5 for JJ3 and Delpit each. 3 for Troy Hill, 2 for Greedy, and for Greg Newsome. Ronnie Harrison and JOK each had 1 as well. Forced fumbles, your leaders were JJ3 and Ronnie Harrison. Let's talk about defensive touchdowns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 defensive touchdowns for the Browns this season. That would be fun for sure. Cameron Dicker, again, was very, very good inside of 50 yards. Only missed 1 field goal inside of 50. Over 50, you look at him. 5 for 14 on the season for the rookie out of Texas. Corey Bojorquez was fine because punting is punting. All right, well, again, stay tuned for the rest of the sim action. Again, we'll finish the playoffs because that's what we should do. It's the right thing to do, even though we're bummed that our Browns lost. But appreciate everybody being on. For Kit Nagy out on the left coast, I am Phil Nagy. I guess we'll say go Chargers / boo Chargers. And as always,
go Browns!